I gotta move the mic into position. I gotta say, you guys are absolutely awesome. There's something special about being able to just, you know, turn on a camera and stream like out of nowhere to a couple dozen people. I really appreciate you guys. Something kind of like this, I guess. Turn up the gain just a little bit. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. There we go. I think we're good now. But seriously, thank you for all the well wishes. I was... So... Yes, today is my birthday, and basically what was going on is I was finishing my set, which I've spent the last 2 days constructing, and I'm kind of tired now. It's already, you know, after 5. I don't really feel like filming a whole lot at the moment, and it's also my birthday, so I've just kind of been sitting here and watching YouTube videos and stuff. The wife's at work and everything like that, so I'm just kind of on my own, and then I was like, you know, maybe I could just, like, start a live stream. I mean, it's my channel, and, you know, maybe there's a couple of people who'd like to hang out on a Friday night. I don't really stream on Fridays, you know, it's always a Saturday thing, and we'll still do the Saturday night live stream tomorrow. I believe Luchathor will be joining me for that one, which should be fun. It usually is when he's around. But, you know, I could sit here and be by myself and do basically nothing, or start the camera and talk to a bunch of cool people. So I don't know which one you would choose, chat, but I chose the latter. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Might actually move this chat box over there.
Happy birthday.
Oh, holy crap, Dr. Jax. Thank you very much for the $5. And how are you doing tonight? Didn't expect to see you here. We miss you, buddy. I miss you too, Valor. I'm trying to catch up with the chat. I'm a little smooth-brained today, so please bear with me. WALCOM, can you stop putting anime in your post and your video thumbnails? No, but you know what I can do is probably block you. That seems like something I'd like to do. I don't know. Chat, should we just ban? Maybe. I'll let you decide their fate. Good to hear, Dr. Jax. Is Dr. Flux coming today? He was here earlier, but Dr. Flux has got a lot of stuff going on. And hopefully he comes back with, like, some good news. Let's see, doesn't look like people like you very much, maybe. Oh, Coney Dog says ban him, Coney. Do it. Take his head. It's done. That's the punishment you get for defiling anime. I need to set up my Streamlab thing so I can do, like, crash zoom-ins and stuff. I still haven't done that. It's like, I can't even, like, hold it up all the way. It's completely blank. And then when it doesn't get pressed for a couple of minutes, it puts a waifu on it. Because that's how we do. Alrighty. Thank you very much, Catlets. Hi from Australia, happy birthday. I turned 19, and Frank Cooper, Coop772, turns 30 on the 26th. I'm 1 year older than Coop. Have you seen American Films review of the Ultra Select? No. Because I have one right here. I would have had the video out sooner, but I had to build a set. Let's just say that with the set, not only is that more time consuming than you probably realize to build a set, and it's really just, yeah, you know, maybe I can kind of, hold on, let's break everything, shall we? Hold on, let's give you a taste of this. So, granted, things are still effed up, and we're going handycam on this one, so I apologize in advance to those of you that are, like, watching this in VR or something, get motion sick. But that over there is, well, the lights are off, but that's the current set that I have put together. And I don't know. What do you think? I'll actually take your input on this one. I think it's rad, but I'm a little biased. That looks so cool, says Hamburger Eater. I agree. Hurry up and build it. I mean, I did. So what really takes the most amount of time with something like this is it's not so much just putting a bunch of boxes on a wall. Like you think it is, but let's just start with, okay, I got to put boxes on a wall, and I got to find a way to put boxes on a wall, or come to that decision that, I'm going to put boxes on a wall. But organizing boxes in a way that looks coherent. First hard part. Second hard part is making sure the background is broken up enough. I had two ways of going about this. I was going to do one side just like all of the like end stripe yellow, and then the other side all of like the vintage and then blue stuff. And pretty much just do that. I decided against that. I basically broke it up enough that there's no repeating pattern. That was a little bit difficult, and also on top of that, still getting coherently everything together. Then, lighting. Lighting is actually really difficult, because I can tell you, if you've ever looked at a NERF Vortex Nitron box, for some reason, the guy on the cover and the blaster itself is super glossy, with the rest of the box being a matte. I didn't realize that when I stuck the box there, and it's too late to fix it now. So I've had to chase shadows and glares off the wall. But I'm pretty happy after several hours with what I've got done now. So that will make things a heck of a lot easier going forward when it comes to content creation. That's kind of what I was hoping for. I kind of actually do. I'll also listen to your feedback on this one. It will take you a bit take me a bit to get caught up with the chat, but I don't necessarily want to do range footage anymore. I'm not saying I'm not going to show the blaster being fired, but I think the outdoor range footage is not great at all. Like, I tried my best with it, and I had a pretty good system down when I lived in the old place. The new place, I kind of did something with the Tomahawk, but my goal is to hopefully get to the point where I can film every video inside. Now, my cop-out for not doing range footage is doing about a 40-foot or 50-foot firing demo, and then you can test accuracy and everything with the Gunpower SMT, which I now have direct video out to a capture card. So instead of me like trying to awkwardly center a camera on it, I can literally just put the target in the corner and then shoot. I have a camera pointed on me shooting at it. And that way you can get the full effect and see everything clearly where it hits and the scores and everything like that. I think that's better when combined with range, or with FPS tests of velocity chronographing. But at the same time, if I'm able to, I would like to get outdoor range footage. But, for instance, Coop doesn't do any outdoor range footage, and his channel does better than anyone else's. Obviously, people will deal with that. Now, there's also people back in the day, we had Random Shadow 09 who did nothing but outdoor range footage and did it pretty well. So I leave the question to you if this is an acceptable way moving forward, or if you do have a problem with me not doing range testing footage outdoors, what those issues are. Because in the grand scheme of things, not doing outdoor range footage but still having range footage would drastically help my workflow, because I don't have to worry about weather or anything like that. Thank you very much, Femboy Operator, but I'm not really a NEET. I mean, I went to college and everything like that. I kind of fell into this role. I was literally working manager of a cell phone, 3 cell phone stores, and fell into YouTube. Hey, Brett! Nice to see you. Thanks for coming out, and thank you very much for the well wishes. WALCOM, were you legitimately angry with M, maybe? No, I'm just, not really. I don't really care. It's just funny. Why would I care? Why would I really care about your opinion when I didn't ask for it? You know what I mean? Hamburger Eater, should I get the Aeon Pro? I like the Aeon Pro more than I like the Nexus Pro. I don't think the pump action's really that good. That's my opinion, and my opinion is vastly different than a lot of other people's. But the Aeon Pro is also more moddable, and it's cheaper, and it's the same performance. I would go with an Aeon Pro over Nexus Pro, and yeah, I think you should get an Aeon Pro. Thanks, Atomic Gaming. Kinda toxic, but okay. That's not toxic at all. Toxic is like coming in here and spouting your opinion like people care about it. You can't be mad when people don't agree with your opinion and have the power to do something about it. That's not how it works. I think outdoor range footage is only warranted in extended range claim situations. You're not wrong, David. But that is also something that could still be tested with a limited firing range. So if the range, or if the FPS is like 70, and I shoot the dart, and I have to significantly angle it to hit a wall 50 feet away, or it hits the wall 50 feet away, but it's like really low on the wall, that would tell you that the range isn't that good. And if I were to change that for like, we could put literally marks on a wall, and if the dart, you know, at a flat angle hits the wall in a certain place, it's hitting that distance. And then also test accuracy and everything with the gun power, which is against the wall. I think that's more acceptable, and it's also more controllable. And if I really wanted to, and I have thought about doing this, of putting a green screen on the wall, and then putting like whatever I want on said green screen or green paint on the wall, and making it so it's like, it could be outdoors, question mark. So, something I thought about. The Warden is better than the Rough Cut. That is a bold claim. Spartan412, happy birthday. Blaster fun fact, the Conquest Pro Spring is essentially K25. Upon testing mine with K25, it is the same size as the stock Spring. Nice to know. Also, I'm excited to get my Conquest Pro. Ronald Chaplin with another $5. Thank you very much, Spartan and Ronald. Any plans for projects with Captain Xavier anytime soon? No, I don't have anything right now, unfortunately. We don't really have, like, a workflow together at all. I've offered to help on projects and was subsequently turned down, and I haven't really needed his help with anything, so nothing's really happened. Buff Daddy gave me $10, says, get a 6-pack of something tasty. I will after the stream, but I do have something up here right now. I do want to get a keg for this, and I might do that this weekend. But I bought the Bud Light Seltzer iced tea stuff, and they have an apple iced tea in there, so I kind of stole all of those, and the wife could have the rest of them. But last night on a late night excursion to a it's like a gas station with no gas station, so I don't know what you call that, but like convenience store essentially in the middle of nowhere. It's not in the middle of nowhere, but it's like deep in like the woods next to like a couple of roads. You get it. They had a Kona spiked island seltzer. This is apparently tropical punch, and I haven't had that, so I have 2 interesting things to drink and a couple of other things in there. They also have the Topo Chico hard seltzer that I had when I was in Texas, which I absolutely loved, but the problem is it tastes kind of flat. I don't know why, but it doesn't taste right. Do you think pump action blasters are making a comeback? Hellgrinder, pump action blasters will never not be the style. I got a Nexus Pro Dual for $4. Good job, Jeremy. That's an excellent pick. Will you be doing a review on the Milsig M79? Yes. I'm sorry it's taken so long. There's some good reasons for that, mostly not good reasons. I will have that video coming. What is the best sidearm blaster? The Lepus, in my opinion. Like, you can't really beat that. Most of the time, I think full auto is really bad for a primary, but for something you're swapping to, I think full auto is really good. DCP Mark III seems like such a cool blaster. Too bad we can't get a DZ in Europe. Gosh dang it. I wouldn't say never roll share, but yeah, that is something we could talk about, although I was kind of saving that for tomorrow, but I guess I'll go over a lot of things between tonight and tomorrow anyway. Dart Zone Pro Mark III was announced. I thought about doing a video on it. I like woke up early, so I saw the video the day before, Wednesday or whatever, at like 5 p.m. I started working on the set, didn't get finished, went to bed at like 2 a.m., woke up at 7, came back up here to finish that, and then try to film a video. And eventually, tiredness won out, so I didn't do the video on it. I was hoping, when I saw the leaked video, that it's the same video that was already on the website, it's just it leaked the day before. I was hoping we could get more information, like what kind of battery it uses, FPS claims, literally anything. None of that. So, we have some vague idea of what the Mark III is, and she's a big, thick girl. but we don't really know the things that, in my opinion, really matter. I can make the assumption, because it's a pro level blaster, that it will be pro level status, 130 to 150 FPS. But I'm worried when they don't list anything like that at all. Is that gasp alcohol? Yes, I'm an adult, surprisingly enough. Retro Railroader with a $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Have you seen the Dart Zone Mark III yet? And what are your thoughts on that? I'll just select pinpoint darts. I have not opened this box. I've had it for, I think, about a week now. I have not opened it for a very good reason. This is important to me. And that's also why I haven't seen any other review. This is important. Because if those pinpoint darts are actually something different, and they actually work, chat's going to say, like, oh, they don't work, they don't work, they do work, or I don't really care. I'll find out for myself. But if they are something different, I definitely want to get my initial reactions and feels for that. Because I have always been, since pretty much day one, even on my Ultra 1 review, which I was really disappointed on that blaster and thought it was terrible, I think Ultra still has a future. Ultra does some really cool stuff. When you have a stock Ultra blaster fly that dart straight and it goes like 150 feet or something, if they say 125 plus, I've had darts clear the property. I've had Ultra darts fly further than stock Nexus Pros. The problem is it does it like 1 every 20 shots. So if the pinpoint darts help, I'm very intrigued. That means that you could have long distance under FPS caps, which is important to me. If your FPS cap is 130, but an Ultra Dart will sail like, 180 feet, that's good. You'll outrange everything. That's important. That's really the only use for something like Ultra, though. Safety-wise, it's kind of cool because the Ultra Darts don't hurt when they hit you. It's interesting. So I will find out. It's almost 25 inches collapsed. I don't have context for that, Cody, but congratulations. Blaster Time has some Dart Zone. Happy birthday. Thank you very much, Prog. There were other Splatoon weapons planned to be IRL water/dart blasters. I really wish they would do more of that. That's ripe for a crossover. Nerf. Like, that would make my life really difficult. Is if you did Splatoon blasters. Very difficult. Happy birthday, man. Thank you very much, Captain. We'll just call you Captain Rag. What is the name of the gun? I assume you're talking about the Select. The Ultra Select. What Nerf sniper should I get? There really is no such thing as a Nerf sniper, but I will highly suggest you get the Ultra Pharaoh, because that's a bolt-action blaster. And the Ultra Pharaoh can take a really rad drop-in kit, which I'm still going to do a video on. Thank you very much, Amajiki, for the well wishes. The real question is, if Elite battled Ultra, who would and should win? If we're talking stock Elite versus stock Ultra, Ultra is going to win. If we're talking about, like, modded Elite, like, if you're using not Elite darts, but, like, Elite style, so Adventure Force Waffles, I think Adventure Force Waffles can come out on top. They have less range, but they're also going to be more consistent. But if pinpoint darts are good, then Ultra, like, despite the fact that it's not going to have the same magazine capacity, may have some uses. That's one of the things that is also cool about Ultra that they could do. They could do double stacked mags stock with Ultra. They haven't, but they could. Adopt Me Bees is the future. I have that one too. 1 second. Yeah. See, I have this one too. Not sure how to do a video on just one Adopt Me blaster though. I also have never played the game, so. That's an acquired taste. I'm gonna give that like a 5 out of 10. I get the hint of Tropical Punch after the fact, but that's like the worst part of the Tropical Punch in my opinion. I don't know, maybe more of it and I'll change my mood. Is the Worker Swith worth it? I will have a review of that too. There's literally like a dozen things that are sitting on my table that I need to get done. Is it worth it? I kind of think so. I like the Worker Swift a lot. Is the Strife good? Yes, Finn, it is. It's smaller than I thought. It's bigger than I thought. That's what's funny. So I was thinking about modding a Sling Fire, but with the announcement of the Dartzone Pro Mark III, I don't know if I should spend my money on that one or the other. I mean, here's the cool part about the Dartzone Pro Mark III. Chances are you don't have a high-powered flywheeler. Your highest-powered flywheeler is probably a stock Dartzone flywheeler. The Mark III should hopefully be a much more powerful flywheel blaster. So I would almost argue that it's very important for people to probably check out the Mark III. Because I love flywheel blasters at high power. Not a good idea to play it. It's filled with kids. I assume so, but you never know. I doubt I'll have fun with it, but I want to see exactly how bad it is. Maybe I can have like a guttural reaction for the video or something. NERF fixed the Warden. I assume they would because they asked me to send my broken model in. And also fixed the Modulus Strife. I didn't know the Modulus Strife was broken. Let's see. To be honest, I kind of like how the Bee Blaster looks. I can tell you right away that these things of honey, I'm gonna paint those white. There's too many jokes to be made. What is the best Modulus series Nerf blaster? You know, I'd probably argue the Regulator, because I'm pretty sure that's considered a Modulus blaster, and that's a pretty decent one. Ryan BYT, hey, welcome, happy birthday, man. I've been watching your channel for too long. You helped me with mod choices and helped me with deciding what blasters to use as well. Thank you so much for the 2 years. Well, thank you very much for watching, Ryan. I really appreciate it. Hopefully I've led you like down a pretty good path. Reason why I started my channel to begin with was I was tired of people pooping all over blasters I really enjoyed, so hopefully my opinions have mattered. If I built a small semi-automatic flywheeler, would you be willing... I have no idea. You didn't finish that sentence. Should I get the Hyper or the Perseus? I would get a Perseus over the Mach 100. Mach 100 isn't terrible. It's just, I really think they needed more. Granted, the Perseus was $100. The Mach 100 was $70. That does matter. But I think where they cut the corner, they cut it too sharply. Hey, I was kicked out of my apartment because a segment of the back wall collapsed. Hopefully not your fault. I hope you're having a better day than I am. I mean, I'm sitting on a stream with a bunch of lovely people drinking a subpar drink so far, but it's pretty good. It's chill. Nothing bad's going on yet. So, yeah, I'm probably having a better day than you, but the day is what you make of it. So hopefully you have a better one, Gabriel. Thank you very much, Oria. Is it worth it to get the Dart Zone Storm Squad? Oh, those things can take a pretty good spring upgrade. I have mine hitting like 120, 130 for a small 4-shot pistol like that. It's pretty cool. Best starter springer to mod. Ooh, I'm sure that's a question that I should have a really good answer for. I'm hesitant to say the Knockout, but the Knockout's a pretty good springer to start modding. Because if you can mod a Knockout, you can not mod any, like, I shouldn't say any, but that'll teach you about breaches and stuff really quick. I actually have a video. I don't know when it's coming out. I was really hoping it was going to be today, but they didn't do it. I have a video with a modern rogue coming out on the Knockout breach. How about a WALCOM gaming channel? I technically have a secondary channel that I don't do anything with. I don't know. Gaming content is so hard to put up on YouTube because it's so, like, there's so much of it. And I don't think I add anything that's unique to that. I'll just play games that nobody else really cares about. Do you have a large sticker of the Wallace graphic for your studio? I don't. We finally got a... I say finally. I didn't mean to say finally. I have a graphic now that was made by Slater. Slater is back doing some awesome designs. I have a new shirt that launched. You can find it on Teespring. I made a post about it in community. There's potential to blow that up, but I'm also, like, to be perfectly honest, I'm not the kind of person to, like, put a logo on a wall. I don't even wear, like, my own merch, really. I'm not really self-absorbed, which means I'm really bad at marketing myself. I know there are people out there who wear nothing but their own shirts, and power to them, I guess, but I never feel like doing that. I'm me. I'd rather have things I like to be worn. You know what I mean? Do I play TF2? I haven't played TF2 since, well, both Titanfall 2, I haven't played that since it basically came out. And Team Fortress 2, I haven't played since like 2011. Where can I buy a NERF Vulcan at? Probably online in several different places. I mean, it's not sold in stores anymore, so you have to find something. Ivan Brzezinski with the $2 super chat. Fuzzy Walrus SMP. Isn't that like a Minecraft thing? I struggle to keep up with you kids nowadays. I'm getting to be an old man. Will you be reviewing the Dart Zone Mark III? I would assume so. Do you think it will be good? It remains to be seen.
Fuzzy Walrus SMP.
So, with the Dart Zone Mark III, I'm going to have to color my opinion. It's probably going to be great for you guys. Probably less useful to somebody like me who already has LiPo set up and the ability to rewire any LiPo, any blaster I pretty much want to. I don't really have a problem doing that, but for people who don't have that kind of skill, that's a good option. Why is your profile a walrus? Because I had the joke for Fuzzy Walrus Industries, and it just kind of stuck. What is the best dart blaster you've ever gotten? I mean, best is really subjective. There's a lot that I really like, and there's a lot that I'm still looking forward to that haven't been out. Stuff like the Breaking Wind comes to mind as something that's just ubiquitously like, wow, this is kind of like best in slot for shotgun pistol thing that I really enjoy. But there's also like the Microburst, which is stupid fun, but has a lot of drawbacks to it. Like, you know, the fact that it uses a consumable. I'm gonna have to go with like the Firefly, but that's only after we had the 50 cal paintball upgrade. You know, 50 cal foam paintballs. That makes the Firefly so good. Thank you very much, Wesley. Have you ever played Friday Night Funking? I haven't. I know of it, obviously, because it's really hot on the internet. I am a veteran of Flash Revolution. I also specialize in rhythm games, and I'm pretty sure the stock of game of Friday Night Funkin' I would absolutely destroy. Of course, there are mods for it, and those mods will, I'm assuming, get literally unbeatable. But I'm pretty decent at the arrow keys on the keyboard, and I played a lot of Flash Revolution for years, middle school and high school. So I plan on playing it at some point, but it's not like a top concern for me. It's also weird, like, seeing Pico, like, kind of make a comeback when it's like that wasn't relevant until since 8th grade. Thank you, Wixie. HBD question. I don't know what that means. Striker or Nexus? I don't have a Nexus or a Striker yet. I think I'm getting one, but not for a little while. They told me that they were sending me the Monolith, the Matrix Fire, and the Conquest. I asked about the Striker, and they said that's after those three, which is okay, whatever. I'll just get those videos out and get the Striker, but from what I know, the Striker is literally just a Dart Zone Pro in a different shell. I have no confirmation of that, but I have a very, very heavy assumption that's literally what it is. Do you by chance have a timeline for the highlights? Are you talking about the things that you have done? I will do those soon. Trust me. I love Coney. Coney, this is for you, buddy. I love what you're doing. I absolutely love it. The only reason why I haven't put them out is because I'm kind of waiting for my stuff to pop off. Because I don't want to he's uploaded one video in 2 months and then he uploaded a stream highlights. And those are kind of things that don't have to be pertinent, in my opinion. So I'm probably not this weekend, but I will most likely put up the one that you did of the tier list next weekend. And because I have a plan, I already have everything set up to pump out content like mad. What you have been doing is phenomenal. You get it. You actually get kind of what I'm going for. The last video you put up from a stream highlight that had the duck hut starting sound, I'm this guy is just right after my own heart. So thank you. I'm doing a mod for the Nexus Pro with a 12 kilo spring and both of the worker kits. I'm getting full compressor spacer, should hit 270 FPS. Thanks for getting me into the modding. Happy V-Day. Yeah, I can see that happening. I don't know what the prime is like once you get those kits in. I thought about buying them, but spending like $130 on my Nexus Pro, just, you know, besides the fact to do the video on it, just didn't seem like a good idea. So, what is the craziest mod you've built? The one that still hasn't really been explored by anybody else and I plan on revisiting in the very near future, and that's the Chimera Strike. Because that's a blaster that you could put 3 blasters, a Chaos, a Mastodon, and a Rapid Strike together. And you can fire all 3 of them with the one Mastodon, but then unhook the Chaos and the Rapid Strike, and they work independently from the Mastodon at that point. So it's a combiner blaster, and I haven't seen anybody else really do that. I've seen other people like, I did an integration where I combined that kind of stuff, and that's fine, but this is like the reverse of an integration. The mounting system was something I didn't like, but I did what I could at the time. There are better options for that now, and I have all 3 blasters and the ability to go back and redo some stuff, but when I do that, I'll have to like touch up paint and everything like that, which is why I haven't done it yet. But I fully intend on it, going back to that mod in the future. Plus, any blaster that has an electronic trigger can be modded to work with the Chimera Strike. So Nitrons, for instance, or really anything. I could put the Mach 100 on there. There's a lot of stuff I can do with it. It's the blaster that just keeps on giving. I'm working on a Strife with a Vector Magwell and a Raider stock. It is the OG Strife. Well, congratulations, Time Lapse Place. Hopefully you have fun with it. Nexus Pro or Aeon Pro? I like the Aeon Pro more. What is your favorite type of video to make? News videos are actually kind of the most fun because I can kind of do whatever. It's reactionary content, and that's not something I get to do a lot of. Videos where like doing reviews is fun, but it's really hit and miss, and if I don't like the video, it's hard for me to edit, which causes delays. But with news, it's like there's the option to, like, you kind of want to put it out as soon as possible, but it's also like I'm just reacting to something. So I can take kind of my time figuring out what I want to say and how I want to say it and edit it together so it looks all nice and pretty. News are just kind of the most fun. I would like to do more reactionary content, but that's such like a minefield with YouTube that like news videos are pretty much the only ones that I've kind of been doing. Should I buy a Caliburn or a Lepus? Those are 2 completely different things, Perkins. Both fill completely different roles. The Lepus requires you to have lipos, so probably a Caliburn. At what point does FPS on a dart blaster become too much? I actually don't know the answer to that question. It's starting to feel to me like it's around the 300 FPS mark. It's kind of hard to get a dart to go straight reliably. That's just my experience, but it's my experience, and I probably haven't done enough testing at 300 plus FPS to try to get like pinpoint. The most accurate blaster I own is my Saber M20, and that thing is super accurate, super durable. It's compact, really nice, smooth prime. Problem, it's $600 and something. And most of the issues that I had with the Saber M20, when I got it, I'm kind of glad I didn't do the video, because they've brought out things after, since in the last 4 months or whatever, that have fixed some of those issues, which is cool, except for they cost so much freaking money. So, yeah. From what I've heard, the Prime greatly improves on the worker kit in the Nexus Pro, even with powerful springs. Yes, but that plastic is so thin. Do you think you'll be trying an all-Tachi mag loadout? Ty, if I had the money, I would definitely try. I only have the 2 with, like, the 2 bumpers, and I think that was literally, like, $60-something. Those are, like, $30 a mag. I have Real Steel magazines that are cheaper than that. Do you own any actual firearms? Yes, several. I just said it. Have you heard about the Dart Zone Pro Next Mark III? Obviously. It has select fire. Kind of. It has full auto and single fire. It doesn't have burst. So, remember what I was just saying earlier about the Lepus being like a great sidearm. Full auto is great for a sidearm. Full auto is like almost entirely useless in like a primary situation, unless it's something like you have the rounds to back it up. And in NERF, that's difficult. Because magazine sizes in NERF are so limited and the amount of ammo that you can carry on yourself is so limited, really the only place that like full auto has made sense is with Rival. Rival full auto is kind of a minefield as well because it's really inherently inaccurate. I don't quite know. In my opinion, full auto in NERF is not really good. Burst fire's really good though. Like, for real. Burst fire in NERF is so good. And I'm kind of upset that the Dart Zone Pro Mark III did not have burst fire. So, that's why it's like, I'm kind of happy that it's coming out because you guys are finally going to get a chance to do something with that, you know, with flywheels, high-powered flywheels. But I'm also kind of upset that it didn't have the things that I was looking for. The blaster that I am looking forward to the most happening in the future, and this is a free one for NERF. I actually don't even care if it's still like a max of 70 FPS and it's almost unmoddable, but I would like to see a blaster that combines the light up darts feature on an Infinus with the regulator select fire with a chronograph, like the chrono barrel built into it with the ammo counting and everything like that. And finally, I want it to also have the day and night scope or the cam ECS built into it. I want all those blasters in one thing. Hopefully it will happen someday. Excuse me for just a second. I just heard a car go by, but it was Flux's brother. I like how I've gotten into this hobby. I really want to rival Chronos, but can't. Why not? They're still pretty obtainable. Thank you very much for the wishes, Viraj. Thank you very much. Bricks are cool. Bullpups and Nerf. For springers, it's super useful. That's why I like the links so much, because that barrel length matters with Nerf, like a firearm. Oh my god, I think I missed... Oh, no, there's... Okay, there was two. Okay, there it is. I was like, I think I missed somebody. I'm gonna let this play out really quick. Austin Self, thank you very much for the $1 super chat. I'd really appreciate it. And then we have FTR Mad...
Happy birthday, my fluffy and fuzzy brother. Much love. Have a few amazing builds I'd be willing to give you to auction off for the studio build.
That's very kind of you. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Very ambivalent. There's concerns I have towards that, but so with the studio funds, we got some things that are going on. You're going to notice a lot more sponsors, but that's the nature of the game. Unfortunately, I kind of have to do that in order to keep everything running. This is a very big money sink, and also just more money in general would help speed things up. My plans for like the next jaunt of what we do with the studio is I'm going to build a painting booth and I'm going to build a hydro tip tank, and I'm going to put those together with my workbench. And one thing that I plan on doing in the future is like, I have like 30 rapid strikes. What do I need 30 rapid strikes for? Well, let's gut the rapid strikes, hydro dip them, paint them, stuff like that. Just whatever I feel like doing, really just have fun with it. Maybe do live streams on Twitch where I just paint and mod blasters, essentially, and then basically put those up for sale because most of you can't get your hands on a painted hydro dipped blaster. It's not like gonna be commission based. I'm just gonna make stuff and sell it. I don't really want to do commissions unless it's like literally paying like $1,000+ profit. Commissions are nasty, but basically just doing whatever I want to do. That only takes me, anywhere from a couple of hours to a couple of days of work. Nothing like super high end. I basically just pop it up somewhere like Etsy and sell it. That's my plan for that. But obviously I need money to do that kind of thing. So that's kind of what like the studio construction thing is for. It's to help reach that next point. But I also have to revamp Patreon and get more merch out there and stuff like that. So
Happy birthday and good luck with the new studio space.
There's a lot that can go into that. So you're more than welcome to email me, FTR Magic, and we can talk things out. I'd love to see what you got going on. It's kind of a gray area. Thank you very much, Tyler. And thank you very much for the $15 super chat, Nerfing Lionheart Customs. Just wanted to stop by, say happy birthday, and good luck with the new studio space. I mean, hey, we've defeated some demons. We finally got a studio actually in the studio. One of them anyway. I want to get 2. I do have a big green screen behind me that we need to de-wrinkle before I can exceptionally use it, but we're close. Like we should be golden for popping out content like none other. I like the Saturn's ergonomics, except the stock and lever action. Saturn doesn't have lever action. Should I get the Sling Fire? The Sling Fire is probably going to let you down. What you really want is a Sentinel. What you're not going to be able to find for a reasonable price is a Sentinel. Happy birthday again, WALCOM. Thank you very much, Soup. I really appreciate it. Dude, it's my birthday too. Happy birthday. Well, nice to share a birthday with you, Vic. GG Sora. Hashtag July B-Day gang. Yep. It's quite a few of us. If you could make the perfect dart blaster, what would it look like? Again, I think it would be a dart, like a normal short dart blaster with a Infinite loading mech into a magazine, preferably a drum, that had the select fire ability, maybe even like an FDL where I can program, because I like 2-shot bursts more than 3-shot bursts personally, and had like the CAM ECS system where I can basically like look through the thing and see, hopefully even have that like somewhat sighted, unlike the CAM ECS was for me, so you can kind of shoot through the screen and have like a readout of like, you know, velocity through the chrono barrel and ammo counting through that, and also maybe have it so the screen can pivot in certain directions, so you can very easily like maybe even make the screen wireless. I know that's a rad concept, to where you can like point the blaster around a corner and shoot people while using the screen. You all think like this sounds really expensive stuff. It's not. This is all stuff Hasbro could very easily do for a pretty reasonable price. This whole blaster is probably like $150. Yeah, I would like something like that pretty much just does all the tech and has so many different uses. It doesn't have to have like a whole huge crazy computer brain like the FDL. Like, I don't need to customize literally everything. I just want the things that that matter to me. 112 people watching. Thank you very much for joining me in this impromptu stream that is literally only here because I was bored on my birthday. And maybe that's like the best way to start a stream. Would you agree that the Lepus is best sidearm for a Springer DMG? Lepus is kind of best sidearm in general. It's really hard to beat something that small, that with that powerful, it fires that fast. Like, even compared to like the Woozy, the Lepus is still kind of the king in my opinion. The Woozy has some nice features though that make it better. At least the select fire version. Have you seen the Woozy KO? Is that the one with the angled mag? I don't know. I have a Woozy too. I'll be doing a video on that. All that stuff sitting on my workbench waiting to get done. I wish there was select fire kits for the Nerf Strife. There is. It'd be so easy to make. Just make a full auto kit with a microcontroller. There is, Officer Thunder. There is. Check out my Ultima Strife. Ultima, like Final Fantasy. Strife, one word. Thank you, Austin. Hey, WALCOM, have you got your hands on the Veg-Force Monolith? I was supposed to be getting sent some. I talked to the guy back like last Saturday. I thought it would be here this week, but it doesn't seem like it ever got sent out. Being bored is the worst way to spend your birthday. That's what happens when you're older. Lepus or Jupiter? I think the Lepus, strictly because the Jupiter has different things that it does well with. And I think to make the Jupiter shine, you need a proton pack. Stuff like that. I think the Lepus is just overall better because I'm not really a big fan of the whole like having a big tank and stuff and having a hose, and that's a primary, or like that's a secondary that you swap to. I like the Lepus just because you can use it with anything. Like I could have a proton pack and still have a Lepus and feel like I'm doing something with that Lepus. A best Elite 2.0 blaster. I'm gonna take a guess that it's probably gonna wind up being the Flip Shots 32. I'm really excited for the Flip Shots 32. Wait, what? There's select fire kits? Yeah, I think they're even on Amazon. I think you have to buy them from China. But yeah, there's Strife select fire kits. They've been around. They're okay. They like the one that I have, I burnt through the pinion gear, the one that controls the pusher. I've burnt through one of those or two of those. I don't know if they ever fixed that. I think they did. The one I looked at was like version 3.6 or something, so. You should do a mod for the Raven with a 3-round burst. Don't think so. Raven, kind of hard to do that with. Raven's kind of hard to work with in general. The V6 Select Fire Kit is pretty great. I've always had good luck. Well, there you go. Probably need to get my hands on one of those at some point. Best attachments for a trilogy. A better blaster. I take it that he doesn't know Coop. Me? I mean, I've never personally, like, spent time with Coop, but I obviously know of him. V Young, or H Young, sorry. Hey, WALCOM, happy birthday. A few months ago, you said you had seen some Hasbro blasters and that they were cool. Was the Select one of them? Yes, it was. This was, I didn't know that it was full auto. I found that out, I think, about 2 months ago that it was full auto, but this was something I saw around the start of the new year. And yeah, it's so freaking, I'm so excited to open this up. I really am. Like, not only does it look cool, in my opinion, it looks like it'll be comfy because I have medium to small hands. And I love the gimmick. I think the gimmick is actually super practical. And there's one more reason. Give me just like half a second. So unfortunately, Kiriaka probably wants nothing to do with me now, and I can't apologize to them enough. They sent me this. I ignore the stock, but they sent me this modded amp. And I needed to do a video on it, but stuff kept getting in my way. Now I'm in the position to do the video. But I literally looked through every cardboard box I could find to find this. That was an accident. This thing hits 230 FPS with a short dart. It is, bar none, the strongest flywheeler I own, and it's rad. It's really good. The trigger on the amp is that geared, snappy, really nice in my opinion. I just love it. And I'm still gonna do the video. And I hope that's okay with Kiri, even though they probably freaking hate me now. This is, absolutely, if you have an amp, you have some minor modding skills, and you have, it's not cheap to buy the kit from them, but at the same time, they could charge whatever they want. 230 FPS from like, that you can't really beat that in my opinion, unless you go like some insane custom brushless build. Well worth your time. If it costs like 200 to build one of these, I'm still going to say that's worth your time. There are going to be other things that use the setup, but it's the 2-stage pulsar wheels that they have. So good. Plus, like, it's on the amp, so it's a really, really nice package that's already existing. If this cage fits inside the Ultra Select, boy. And also, if somebody can figure out, like a push, an innovative pusher for the Ultra, it'd be cool to have something that could shoot, like, multiple types of ammo. Thank you, It Husky. Is that 4 Krakens? I believe so, a Duke #1. Is that the Apex Legends symbol on the side of the amp? No, not that I know of. No, I don't think so. What do you think about Aaron Esser? They make entertaining content, but it's kind of like bottom barrel for people who are actually in the hobby, if that makes sense. There's nothing wrong with their content at all. In fact, we need more entertainment content in NERF. But I wish there was more that catered towards the hobby, if that makes sense. And like Aaron Esser doesn't really do that. They don't have to. Like they're literally millionaires now off their content, and it's good. It's well edited. It's done like in a way that is engaging to watch. It's not quite my thing, but there's definite value there. I just, again, kind of wish there was more of like a hobby-oriented version of that, which means I'll probably have to make it at some point. Thoughts on the Swift? I love it. I really do. I think the Swift is awesome. Are you going to do a full Tachi Mag loadout? Again, Ty, yes, but it requires so much money, so I'll have to wait. Best attachments for a Strife? None, in my opinion. I cut my Strife down as much as possible. What do you think of the new Flywheel Pro? I won't know what to think about it until we see more about it. I will tell you the one major grip that I have with the Mark III. It still shoots full-length darts. That was a huge mistake in my opinion. That was a massive, colossal mistake. I think that should have been completely avoided. ADHD World is the worst Nerf channel, period. I think I know who you're talking about. If that's the guy that like constantly puts like razor blades and stuff on darts and does it like 30 times a year, and people still keep clicking on him for some reason. I mean, obviously they're a millionaire too, so what do I know? It's pronounced Lepus, by the way. I don't know what to tell you. V-Twin or Dart Storm? I know what the Dart Storm is. I'm probably going to say V-Twin. What is the fastest blaster you have? It's a tie between the Woozy and the Lepus. I'm going to keep saying Lepus because that's what I called it. Is it really Lepus? That doesn't sound right at all. You always say that the hammer shot is a thorn in your side and you prefer the strong arm. So do you like revolvers or not? I love revolvers. They're literally my favorite blaster. The problem is the hammer shot is such a letdown. That's my issue with the hammer shot. It broke my heart so badly. What is your opinion on... It's fine. It has no place on my channel, but like it's, you know, so it shouldn't be a political thing in my opinion, but no, it's completely like, that's your business and, you know, I power to you to the max, Thomas. What do you think of the new Flywheel Pro? We talked about that. Best attachments for a Strife. We kind of talked about that. You keep spamming it, so hopefully you don't spam it a whole lot more, because literally all I scroll up is see that. Why does it have Roblox in the tags? Probably because I forgot to take that off from the last live stream. Although, you know, I could play Nerf Strike. It's not great now. Does anybody know that they ruined Nerf Strike? They ruined Nerf Strike. Googled it. You've been pronouncing Lepus right. Well, what the heck? What's your favorite heavy gunner style blaster? I'll get back to you on that one because I have a build planned for that. The Curry kit is between 55 and 117 bucks depending on the options chosen. You want all the options. Best holster solution. I don't know if there is one, to be perfectly honest. Is it a big downside that the Lepus can't use Tachi mags? You're using the Lepus wrong. Also, I think that's a problem with the Tachi mag itself and not the Lepus. Honestly. Theoretically, not the spring is too strong. But it's like, I wonder if it's too strong for the Woozy or if it just doesn't fit in the grip. I don't know. AEG and Nerf. They're not very effective. Darts just require too much air power. Kind of have that if you want to consider my my beautiful red long shot with the automatic kit and AEG, but it's not really an AEG. It's a button that makes a crank prime the blaster for you. Hey WALCOM, I'm trying to build a Nerf hand cannon with a knockout and a strong arm. Can I reroute the plunger with a hose to mitigate dead space? You will cause more problems. It can be done. I'm not saying it's not going to be a thing that can be done, but what you're doing is you're still creating dead space, and you're also you're probably going to move the airflow, which could cause you problems, and the diameter of the hose you have or you use is going to cause problems as well, because if you have a smaller air release hole, that's going to drastically lower the punch that the air can have. So you can do it, but I don't think you're going to have like the best results with it. Probably going to be better than a normal one. Play foam FPS. I'm kind of bored of that game because it's like, I don't know, Nerf Strike is technically more fun because foam FPS is so janky, but the problem is that Nerf Strike is now the same thing. Like you know, like it's still better because it has potential to be better. It's more realistic than Nerf. See, I get that, Scooter, but the problem with like Nerf FPS is that it's like so inherently janky and kind of garbage that it really takes away from the fun that could be had. Flypoint with 50 cal foam rounds, love it. Don't think that's ever going to be like a really successful thing because you can't really shotgun rounds out of the fly point, but you can put one through, and it's not like you're going to get more power out of it. Now, with the lever action, whenever that comes out, those might be a viable alternative, but at the same time, it's like, do you really want to do that? Probably not. It's like using like a 22 with like snake shot. You can do it, but do you want to? Thank you, Cosme Bear, and thank you, Sovin. So I wanted to ask, what is the best yet affordable blaster on the market right now? Really depends what you're looking for. I still gravitate towards like the Villainator, but the I think a good, I think if you grab a Villainator and a Tomahawk 60, you're probably covered. Super Soaker has been dead recently. That's right. I don't think I've seen a Super Soaker this year, have I? You should make the Infamous Load and Fire a Jolt. I don't think so, Jude. Do you think you would be able to mod Nerf Hyper once mods come out? Yeah, I think modding Hyper is something you can do, but I feel like Nerf Hyper was rushed, kind of like Ultra was. So it might have more of a thing to do in the future. Eli, thank you very much for being a member for 5 months. Thank you, Seth. Should I get a Nexus or a Mark II? Completely different blasters for completely different things. Also, the Mark II is more expensive. Any idea how the Mark III is going to cost? I'm going to assume anywhere from like $100 to $150. They could surprise me, but I highly doubt it. The more expensive it is, probably the better it's going to be. Could be more. I mean, last time I thought, when they announced the Dart Zone Pro, like Mark I, I thought that was going to be like $80, and it was like 180, so it might be more. But, is there a mod for the knockout that makes priming take less steps? I'm not entirely sure. There is, you could buy the Rival Flex. Thank you, Gabriel. I want to buy a Nerf Long Strike, turn it into a powerful sniper. Would it be possible to put a brass barrel into the barrel attachment? I've actually done that before. I did actually do kind of what you're talking about, a very old mod. I don't even know what the video is called, but it's a video that's still on my channel. I put a 4B tank inside of I think I called it the Berserk Long Strike or the Berserker Long Strike. I put a Berserker, basically a 4B tank inside of Long Strike with a brass barrel that was located in the barrel attachment. That was so you could pull it out and load it. Or no, I just did it for fun, actually. Is it worth doing? Kinda? Are you gonna be able to get like true power out of your Long Strike? I don't think so. Nah. I don't think so, Tim. They should have said the Mark III is the most expensive today. They have said that the Mark III is the most expensive. That means it's like $200. I'm interested in the site. The site looks like it might be cool. But I also feel like it's on there to add price to the blaster. Best Select Fire 3D printed blaster. Probably whatever that Pewtech pistol is that I kind of want, but that I really want. Do you think a 1736 brass hot shock will suck in the dart like your mod video? Should, if it's sealed. Have you ever seen / made a strifle before? No, because I don't really like rifles. Best Nerf Jolt? Definitely the Scavenger Jolt, the double-barreled one. It's a Jolt, but it has 2 barrels, and it's still super thin and awesome. What is the most dumb mod that somehow works you've seen? Oh god, there's been so many. I would need a refresher on that one. Luchathor has a different one like every time I see him. I bought a rival sideswipe in Australia yesterday. I thought rival wasn't allowed in Australia.
If April showers bring May flowers, what do May flowers bring? Pilgrims.
I don't get it, but thank you. Also, is it not popping up on the screen? I just noticed alert box. Oh, it's down there. Hey, I fixed it. So we can redo that. Wham. There we go.
If April showers bring May flowers, what do
Mayflower was one of the freaking ships. Oh, I hate you. I hate you so much. Thank you for the $15. Oh, that hurts. Oh. Ugh. Supa asks, what's my VR headset? I use a Quest 2 now. What is your favorite Caliburn variant? I guess the Talon Claw, question mark? What do you think about the new Shelby Disc Destroyer? Shelby Disc Destroyer. Shelby Destroyer Disc Blaster. I held it, and I fired it, and I thought it was pretty rad, to be perfectly honest. The ammo they had at the event was 3D printed, and I was like, that's amazing. I want a blaster I can shoot 3D printed things out of. It hit pretty hard, had good range, good rate of fire, excellent mag capacity. It kind of was ugly as sin if you looked at it from the wrong angle, but yeah, I'm kind of on board. Plus LEDs and stuff makes me happy. Rival is legal in Australia. I meant like to sell it, like they can't put it out in Australia. Is it possible to mod a jolt to hit over 130 to 150 FPS? Not using a jolt. I mean, you could put the jolt on the end of something and use the jolt as a barrel, but you're not actually using the jolt. So in other words, like, unless you're shooting blank foam, no. Plan to get an SBL. I mean, I don't want another 3D printed pump action blaster that does the same thing as every other 3D printed pump action blaster I have does. I really like the design of it. And if I got one, I would be happy with it. But I don't know I would necessarily spend the money to get one myself because I just have so many other options. Yeah, we probably should, Valor. What do you think of yourself as for a fun nerfer or mid-max nerfer? I'm a little in between. I'm kind of the everyman's hobby nerfer, if that makes sense. Win Skewer Review, also happy birthday. So funny story on that. I went to, first of all, thank you very much for the $25. I really appreciate it, Taffy. It feels a little weird because I used to pay you, but hey, I'll take it. Thank you very much. Also, you have the ability to donate money now. Taffy. Anyway, I asked Ryan at Silver Fox about buying a skewer kit from him because I have to do a video on a CR10 Smart. And I thought the skewer would be perfect for that video. Apparently, they already planned on sending me a completely done Silver Foxed skewer. So I'm still getting one. I'm still going to do a review, and I'm kind of excited for it, to be perfectly honest, because I really liked the brain work. Now, please, the cheetah. I haven't done a video on it yet, but the new cheetah, I really like it. So I'm kind of excited for the skewer, to be perfectly honest. Looking forward to it. Pump action magfed is boring. I kind of agree. You should play the original Nerf N-Strike Elite Wii game. I probably should at some point, Full auto M20 is possible. Yes, I have seen that. It scares me. Oh yeah, I saw the cheetah too, the inline clipped magfed one. Yeah, the one that you pull the barrel out and put you put a mag in and you just kind of, you do this motion with the barrel and then prime it and fire it. I really like it. It's really good. And the skewer just seems like one of those with, yeah. So I'm actually was really interested in it. How old is my dude? I am 31 as of today. Independent toy shops sell Rival in Australia. Well, that's cool. Also, thank you very much, Jeffrey. What are some good shotgun blasters at $100 or less? If the Monkey Mods will ever restock it, the Firefly. WALCOM, you're my favorite, no offense to Valor. And I want to make something just for you to review. Okay. Not to be douche. Really. You are more than welcome to contact me and talk to me about reviewing a thing. But I am definitely over the, send me a thing to review. Because sometimes reviews are hard to do. Especially when you have like a certain level of content quality that you're trying to maintain desperately and it's killing you. Happy birthday from overseas, WALCOM. Thank you very much, stupid nerd blasters. Imagine Nerf X Minecraft. I made that joke, Serbius, but yes, I agree. It would be hilarious. You really just re-release like blasters with like Minecraft themed skin on them, and I think that would be good. Thank you, Richard. I just got new screws for the Firefly. I literally just used Nerf screws in mine. What's your least favorite blaster? The uppercut. Did you see the body kit for the Swift? I haven't, but I assume it's a thing. But unless it's like, if it's not 3D printed, I'm excited. If it's 3D printed, I'm done. I don't want like a 3D printed thing on my... The whole point of the Swift for me is the fact that it's not 3D printed. Hey, Fridge FTW. Nerf X COD will never happen. You're talking about a blaster, a set of toys made for ages 8 and up for a video game that is ages 18 plus. Would you rather have a Lepus that took angled talons or regular talons? I think regular is fine. I don't think angled talons add anything to the Lepus in that compact of a package. Have a good night, Cosmic. I got a message. It says, oh, it's from Slater. Thank you very much, Slater. I hope you're watching, lurking, doing something. Oh, McDoyle also. Take comfort in knowing you're not as old as me. Thank you very much, McDoyle. I don't know if you're lurking, but thank you. Nerf auto turret, I wonder. That is something that should happen at some point, too. Pterodactyl wasn't a dinosaur. It's like starting to talk about stuff that some people would have words with. It's like a shroud, says Yixian. Hopefully not 3D printed. Thank you, Fabian. And happy day of birth to WALCOM. Thank you very much, Aver. I plan to do a whole lot more, Aver. Stick around. Are there short drum magazines in existence? There is literally one that I know of. I have the files for it. I have printed out like every piece for it like 3 times. I just haven't put any of them together, and then I moved, and so they're in a box somewhere. Do you think Nerf Destiny blasters will work? I think they could. Destiny's rated teen and above, and Overwatch was teen and above, and it got picked, so they could. What YouTube upload schedule works best with the algorithm? I will hopefully be doing 3 videos a week. If anything, I will focus on like Wednesday, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's difficult, but I'm getting to the point where I think that's going to be relatively positive. Once we start making more money, I'm going to hire an editor, and then I'm going to do like a video a day. Because just getting in front of a camera and having fun is way easier than having to spend 8 hours afterwards editing the video. What do you think of the new Busby Bow thing that leaked? I hate it. Well, honestly, if you really think about how they already did Nerf X Halo, which every Halo game except 5 is mature rated. That's the thing. Halo 5 wasn't, and Halo 6 most likely wasn't going to be. And also, the blasters were for the ones that are most likely rated teen and above. Honestly, Halo is such like a mediocre, like, it's not really, like, there's some green blood and some red blood and some orange blood and some blue blood. Like, it's pretty tame. Like, my 9-year-old niece played Halo, and I wouldn't be like, oh my god, that's so violent. She was playing Grand Theft Auto, we'd have words. Flux, damn you, Flux. Also, I hope you're bringing food of some description. I would absolutely destroy some kind of edible nutrients. But thank you, love you, everybody. I need you to raise your arms into the air and send your luck to Dr. Flux for me. I swear, I want to see that spirit bomb in the sky above Washington. It's just full of love and luck. Seriously, Dr. Flux needs it. I better see just raising your hands in the air. Give him all your energy, all your luck, all your love. Chicken teriyaki? I will destroy some chicken teriyaki. I will absolutely destroy some chicken teriyaki. Holy crap. Will there be some birthday specials coming up the channel? I will just put out videos. I don't know what like birthday specials you're looking for. I was gonna film like tonight. I still might after the stream. But I also have a Lucha over tomorrow, and I love having a Lucha over because Lucha's fun to shoot videos with. Pizza Hut or Domino's? Domino's. There's a wrong answer to that, and it's Pizza Hut. It's Domino's. I'm sorry. I never had Domino's as a kid. Had Pizza Hut a lot, and never really liked it all that much. And Domino's just straight up slaps. Like, I'm not gonna apologize. It's just that if there's a wrong answer in that, and it's Pizza Hut. Anybody who says otherwise is a lunatic. WALCOM, that's not fair. They're not crazy for liking something that you don't. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. What about Papa John's? See, I've only had that like once. I literally think I've only had Papa John's once, and that was at Jared's Epic Blaster Battle, and it was like 2 hours old by the time I had it. It was okay, though. I bet you it could be pretty good. But Domino's has the best crust. Oh. You mean it's not like a flimsy piece of rubber you throw away? No, it's delicious. Plus, their barbecue sauce pizzas are good, and their chicken pizzas are good. Low key, Little Caesars has the best Hawaiian, and their chicken pizza, whatever, is fantastic.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much, Ty. Thank you very much for the $3. I will use it irresponsibly. WALCOM, that's not fair. They're not crazy for like, thank you, Cosmic Bear. Okay, I guess I'm a psychopath. No, I said you're a lunatic. There's a difference. Isn't that the name of a monster from Ragnarok? The little bunny things? A lunatic? You're a bunny thing. Have you watched Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans? Have you watched my channel? Okay, I guess you have to go back a little ways, but I literally wore Biscuit Griffin's hat for an entire year. The only reason I don't wear it more now is because the rim got cut by a scope from an SKS, and I haven't worn it since then. I want another one. Also, that hat was never meant to be worn all the time. It's like got like sweat stains on the side that I can't get out. WALCOM, you psychopath. How can you eat pineapple on pizza? You psychopath. How dare you like pineapple, and how dare you like the combination of a taste that is sweet and salty. Salty. Sweet and salty. Tony, if you clip that, I swear to Crom, I'm gonna... WALCOM, best 3D printed speaker. How much alcohol is in this? 5%. What is wrong with me? WALCOM. What is... Oh, God, I already lost the question. It's the links. It's the links. Was the SKS also the same one day the brass hobo stole your sun chips? No, this was a different day. Happy birthday from Hawaii. Well, thank you very much, Carlene. Pineapple on pizza is from the gods. See, David got it. Never made that connection, only saw it recently. Oh, yeah, no, I love Iron Blooded Orphans. Imagine Nerf X Borderlands. Would never happen, would be cool, though. My sister looks like the bad guy from Madagascar 3. Never seen it. Domino's is really solid. The thin crust and Brooklyn style are amazing. I agree. Like, I literally have never had anything bad from Domino's. I have had bad from Pizza Hut. Like, several times. Their pizza has, like, an alcohol aftertaste, if that makes sense. I don't like it. A Nerf and Among Us crossover. Sky Guy, shush. Don't give John Hasbro ideas. He doesn't need any more yachts. My mom just bought almost 7 pounds of nacho cheese and she can't return it. What do I do? Like, literally, like, a jug of nacho cheese? I think the logical answer here, Michaels, is you have nachos. Also, I believe... No, I believe it's Cheese Whiz is what you're supposed to use for Philly cheesesteaks, like, legitimately, right? I'd love to see Nerf X Doom. I mean, who wouldn't, to be perfectly honest? That would be all. I'd love to see, like, the frickin' shotgun, like the super shotgun, with an orange barrel at the end. It's like, looks super realistic. It just has the orange barrel. That should be a thing for, like, every video game. They should have a mode where you toggle it on, and no matter how realistic the game or realistic the models or anything, it should have the stupid plastic flat orange 2-inch barrels on the end of it. Every game. Call of Duty would be so much funnier if every single one of the weapons had that stupid orange barrel on the end. I have not seen that, and honestly, that's just gold. What's next? Nerf and Apex Legends? That's legitimately a thing that could happen, and that would be cool. As a Philly light, you could have Easy Cheese or Provolone. I mean, I've never been to Philly, so I'll take your word for it, Supa. Also, thank you for the education. WALCOM, I own a Lynx. What's next? You already own the best. What do you want from me? SBL? Excuse me. I'll mess up some Jack in the Box. I'll definitely mess up some Jack in the Box. Bad for you. But it's not my fault they make the best, worst tacos ever. I want some monster tacos. I don't even think they make the monster taco anymore. Yo, happy birthday. Hey, Commander Wolf. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming out. Love you. I'm trying to remember where I put your wife's, I think my wife stole your wife's thing that I commissioned her to make. Oh my God, what is her name? The thingy. Oh my God, the assassin. I forgot her name. Why am I drawing a blank on her name? I was literally just talking about this to Jangular. Don't tell me, it'll come to me.
Pizza quality, nothing competes with homemade.
You got a point there, Call Me Ent, but I also worked at a pizza place for 7 years. Don't tell me. What is her name? Oh my God, why can I not remember her? What is wrong with my brain today? It's like... Akatsuki. There we go. Why did it take me so long? I lost like 15 viewers in the time it took me to remember the name of an anime character nobody's ever seen. Which one? COD, Halo, Battlefield, or GTA? I'll go with COD. Halo's a close second. What Nerf buster do you hate the most? The uppercut. Jimmy John's is better than Subway. There, I said it. You're not super wrong. Subway still has the best steak for some reason. And also maybe the best bread. What about Nerf X Terraria? I can see that being a thing. There's a lot of guns in Terraria now. Why do all Nerf miniguns have one barrel? Because that's how darts work. WALCOM, I think we should put a thumbhole stock on the Warden so you couldn't break it due to pure respect. No, that would let me hatchet it even better. I only bought my links after I saw your video. Well, fair enough, Dangerous. Thank you, Biggs NZ. I love you. Oh my God. I'm so glad to hear from you today. Michael, I love you so much. I hope everything's going good down there. We don't talk enough. Subway bread is the absolute worst, no argument. I almost disagree with that. Nerf X Jocho Whole Horse Emperor. I mean, I guess. LOL from Log Horizon. Yes. Tungsten EXE deserves respect. Yes, definitely. Have you seen the new Gundam Evolution trailer yet? Yes, I have. I'm actually kind of excited for it. I know it's just going to be Overwatch with Gundam, but it might be pretty good. I'll give it a shot. There's like, I don't know of like a Gundam FPS game, so. Ronald with the $5. Nerf and G.I. Joe's the obvious crossover. They have. But Nerf hasn't pulled the trigger for some reason. They have. They have. There might only be one actual foam dart blaster. But yeah, they had the, it was a Fury Fire with a special attachment and a different color scheme.
But Hasbro hasn't pulled the trigger for some reason.
Welcome, I have achieved the 300 FPS links. Yes, 300 FPS links is so much fun. Nerf X Rainbow Six Siege. See, I'd play Rainbow Six Siege. The problem with Rainbow Six Siege is that it's like insta-death, team-based game. And campy. Can you please show me your links? That's pretty dirty. When you're on the internet, I'm gonna be there. Nerf X Splatoon, yes. Harrison Giffen, Gundam Thunderbolt the best. I don't disagree. Have you got a Swift yet? Yes, and I love it. Why can't they just do Nerf X Minecraft so they can disappoint us some more? I mean, they probably will, all things considered, but I think that that license is owned by a different toy company. Hello, Aiden. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming out. Thunderbolt is God tier. I agree. Thunderbolt was really good. The second one, not so much. But it was really good for the act guy, like the entire act guy thing. That was pretty awesome. WALCOM, try war robots. I've seen that shield. I'll wait until they try to send me money to do a video on it. Favorite Transformers show? The only one I've ever seen, which is Armada. Best Overwatch character? It's May. No, literally, if you do know anything about me, it's May. What primate do you like the most? Lever action. What do you think of the Nerf Retaliator? It's a Retaliator. Twin Shocker Roto Fury. Roto Fury. Is the Nerf Titan a good blaster? The CS50 or the original that shoots the big old F-off rocket? The AS1. Homely with a $5. Vappy birthday. Well, Vappy was actually in the thingy, so yeah, it's very much a Vappy birthday. I've gotten vapped like 3 times today. Armada's my absolute favorite Transformers show. It's so good. I've literally never seen it like all the way through. I used to catch it like after school, like legitimately when I was a kid. You are well noticed, Boogie Bear. Have you ever played Nerf Trouble in Terrace Town? We have. It's okay. I think even if Nerf Rainbow X Siege happened, it would be difficult. Yeah, they can't do that. You're totally right, Scooter. Probably gonna get a Nerf Retaliator soon. I mean, it's kind of the basic option of the Elite line. What Jolter Microshot is... Ivana, I didn't get this. I'm just gonna say the Scavenger Jolt. I'm so glad I have 2 of them. Thank you very much, Vappy. Also not very Vappy anymore. More toaster oven. I seriously can't keep up with the furries and the kids. So I don't even know how old Vappy is. Vappy drives me to drink. Yo, it's my dad's birthday too. What a coincidence. Your dad is a G. Yeah, I'm really trying to choke this down. It's not very good. It's like, but with an aftertaste of maybe like really expired tropical punch. Complete miss. Don't recommend. Now I drink a room temperature Bud Light. It's going to be great. Stay tuned. It's going to be awesome. WALCOM, have you seen the new Fortnite AUG? Yes, it is awful. It's like one of the worst looking things I've ever seen. What's a G? I don't know. I was just copying what kids used to say 20 years ago. Stop putting me on the spot. Like the PDK video, what would you do if you were surrounded by an army of terrorist gas? I kind of did something similar to that with my little RC car tanks. Probably kick them. Thoughts on RWBY? I've never watched it. Dude, get a brisk iced tea. I hate those. I'll drink the raspberry brisk iced tea if it's from like a soda fountain, but that's it. The bottled stuff is awful. Thoughts on paintball? It's paintball. I mean, of all the like alternative shooting sports, paintball is probably my least favorite. I'd still have fun, but yeah. Can you please show me your personal links? That's dirty. Nice layout for stream, by the way. The mic is cool looking. I've been due to burnout of the hobby. Understandable. I mean, I'm gonna build some Gunpla on stream here soon. Not tonight, but I'll do it on like Twitch. Yeah, I mean, I have others. I could be like with the beautiful green screen and stuff behind me, but this works. Yeah, I like the mic. It's cute. Thoughts on Takis? Too salty. What do you think of the Nerf Firestrike XD? It's a Firestrike. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. Bungle my crungle. Any cheap mod ideas? Several. Happy birthday, my friend. Hey, you are here. I thanked you earlier. I don't know why I covered my mouth for a burp. Like I was sneezing. This would be the worst way to get COVID. Somebody burped on you. Better idea, make Bud Light popsicles in the freezer using a pump. That sounds awful. Have you seen the Holicky Bootleg Scouts? I don't think so. I like to eat rubber bands. Good job, Aiden. Thoughts on the new full auto Ultra Buster and Ultra Dart? I don't know. I'll find out soon. Happy day of birth. Thank you, Keaton. My name's Jimmy. Congratulations, Jimmy. Unless you consider shooting sport tournaments or sport even, I can't do them. Still watch them because my bro's 21. I got the high grade Infinite Justice for my B-Day. Try it, it's so fun. I don't like the Infinite Justice. I have the real grade of that. Of the just Justice. Infinite Justice? Am I... Oh, okay. Yeah. That's slightly different than the Justice, right? Yeah, I have the real grade of the Justice Gundam. I don't like Seed in general, so. Didn't know about the stream. You should have had the notifications turned on. Boggers. It's okay, I just made a joke. That's the only downside of having a physical button to turn off the mic. At least everybody started chatting. I got more interaction when the mic was off. Maybe. Anyway. If you make a joke and your mic was off and no one here, was it even funny at all? I'm never funny. Have a good night, Dangerous. I have that on my Stream Deck. Yeah. Stream Deck and it's funny because you said Steam Deck. You have a Steam Deck? I actually did get a pre-order in for one. Well, reservation for one. Super excited. Surprised you don't like the Justice considering it's pink. It's like not even pink. It's like red. Like a dull red. And before you try to quote red versus blue at me, it's not the same. I broke down and bought the Fortnite GL on clearance. I paid like retail for both of mine. I still have one in box. I'm going to retire on that. What keyboard and mouse do I use? Right now, I just got a Razer. I bought it because my other keyboard broke. What is this thing? Black Widow Elite. And my mouse is a Corsair Dark Core, right? Yeah, Dark Core RGB Pro. And the stream probably just kind of went bloop for a second because I guess it does that sometimes. Or maybe that was just me. Sometimes it refreshes for absolutely no discernible reason. NERF Roblox is out. I know, I've been playing it. We could play that. It's awful. Does the M4A1 have an N-Strike stock attachment point? That would be hilarious. Also, probably illegal in some capacity, but hilarious. God, that would be kind of hilarious in a way. Favorite high grade? The guard, the GBN guard thingy. What's your opinion on the NERF Fire Strike Orange version? It's a Fire Strike. Ask me a question like that again, I'm gonna bane you. Welcome, my beloved. I have been awaiting your return. I stream every Saturday. Mach 100 versus Nemesis. Well, I'll probably go with the Mach 100 for that one. Thoughts on the Thunder, what the F ever Busby Blaster? You talk about the hand cannon? I don't have one yet. There's another Roblox game called Foam FPS. It's so much better. Debatable. It's way jankier. That's the problem with it. It doesn't feel great to play. Like, movement and everything is fine. It's just like, it feels not great to, like, yeah, play. Surprise stream, eh? Yes, Jolt King. Happy birthday. Thank you. What is the highest IPS you can hit a Jolt to hit? Probably like 85, 90, maybe. What's up? Streaming. Letting you know before you start saying, what is that? Oh. Oh, it's a pin? Yes. It's freaking massive. It's literally like 3 inches tall. I have figures that are smaller than this. Well, that's freaking cool. Thank you very much. Oh, no, I thank you, because this is literally the only thing I've got today.
Oh, really?
I don't think Kelly got me anything.
Well, I thought it was something that you'd like.
Yeah, put it right back here.
Pretty epic.
No, that's awesome.
I mean, it's Goku.
Can't go wrong with Goku. Thank you. Thank you very much. I've never seen a pin that big before. That thing's huge. That's what she said. Do I play Apex? Off and on. Diamond Dart video. I tried them in a Caliburn and they didn't work any better, which was disappointing. Drac made a 300 FPS jolt. That wasn't a jolt. And also other people have made jolts hit harder than if you're going to count that kind of stuff. Thoughts on the crossbolt? I like the crossbolt. Also, that was Flux's brother Optiman, by the way. He walked out before I could tell you guys to say hi, because I was blown away that he got me this, like, literally 3-inch pin of Goku. How do you wear that? Wear that in a video? It's like, it's so cool. I've never seen a pin that big before. What if Hasbro and Bandai made a Nerf blaster like the Zaku? That would be incredible. Best anime? I really, really like Eden of the East. It's not what you think it is. WALCOM, what's your favorite Nerf blaster? The Jolt. What's your favorite Nerf pistol? I really want to get my hands on that, like, Pewtech thing, because that's a burst fire pistol, and I kind of want that. But, I don't know. I have that Fenris, and it's pretty good. Did you see the ad for the Dart Zone Pro number 3? Yes, I did. We talked about it. It looks interesting. Fenris or Lepus? Different blasters completely, Ty. Way different blasters. Honestly, I couldn't tell you which would be better. A lot of anime merch companies are doing giant pins. They're more for backpacks than clothes. I can get anime waifu giant pins. I mean, I got a Goku one. Oh no. Oh no. Had your channel yesterday. Well, welcome, Mr. Jones. I will be having good times with my family picking up. Be having good times with my family picking good ones. Thanks, dude. Alrighty. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Jones. I really appreciate it. I hope to entertain you for years to come. Do you think that the Dragon Power line might have some original potential instead of just reskins? Nolan, I have no faith. It looks really bad. Really bad. I can see if I can find a link for waifu pins. Please don't. My bank account can't handle it. He's gonna get Goku a harem. I mean, that's been going on since, like, you know, the late 90s. Why not use a Worker Phoenix as a sidearm? Because it's physically massive. Thoughts on Ryan's World series? The blasters, I heard they're okay. They look really dumb, but I heard they're pretty okay. Rising of the Shield Hero thoughts. I keep being told I need to watch that. I have not watched it yet. I know of it. They even made a 2B giant pin. Link blocks. Do you have a shop? Not currently, besides a merch store, which you should be able to find a link in the description. There's a link in the description for the merch store, right? It'd be really dumb if I didn't have a link in the description for the merch store. Yeah, I do. I'm not that dumb. I'm pretty dumb, but not that dumb. Anime is unhealthy. A lot of things are unhealthy. Do whatever makes you happy. Life's too freaking short. Just want to say happy birthday. Quick question. Do you think the Fortnite revolver? I have one. I haven't unboxed it yet. Would it be worth getting it over a hammer shot for the price? I don't see why not. The barrel's removable and it's a 6-shot instead of 5, right? But I think the hammer shot has a better profile. I actually don't know. How much is a Reaper Hellfire shotgun usually? They were like $40. I don't know what they are now. Would a Mark III and a Cheetah 2.0 make a good loadout? I don't really think the Cheetah 2.0 adds anything over the Mark III. They kind of both fill the same role. To be perfectly honest, I think the Cheetah 2.0 is mostly a primary, unless you want to go with like something that doesn't have a lot of range for your primary, and you have the FPS cap to use a Cheetah 2.0. Which company do you prefer the keyboards? Razer, Ducky, don't know what Ducky is, HyperX, Logitech, Corsair, or SteelSeries? Well, Logitech and Corsair are the same thing. I usually go with Corsair. I have a Corsair K100. It's just dead. Do you follow Brandon Diaz? I do. I think his content is remarkably good, to be perfectly honest. Did you watch Gundam Re-Rise? Yes. It was incredible. For real. If Gundam Build Divers, like, really turned you off, Gundam Build Divers Re-Rise was so freaking good. Ideas for a Broken Centurion. The shell's pretty cool. You can use it for something. You should get the Dragon Power series when they come out. I probably will, but at the same time, they look awful. Well, I'm out. Have a night. Out for the night. Thanks for the answers. Have a great B-Day. Thank you very much, Mikito. Hi, Ivana. How do you feel about the Strife getting dethroned by the Spectrum? Listen, I can do 30,000 different things with a Strife that I can't do with a Spectrum. It's just stock that the Spectrum is better. The Spectrum is not better than a modded Strife. Arguably, the Strife is better, even when they're both modded. I think the ergonomics and stuff, well, I like the rev trigger on the Spectrum. Do you know when End War 2021 is coming? Well, it's not. There's your answer. 2022, probably. We'll have to see, though. One of the Ryan's World blasters is Strife-style blasters. That's interesting. I didn't know that, Ronald. Scavenger or Slingfire or... Well, they're both pretty terrible. I guess Scavenger, technically, it's a worse shell, but it has more features. You should make more loadout videos. I do plan on it. That's why I want to get a green screen up running so well. I got a Reaper Hellfire Shotgun for $6 instead of $40. Well, congratulations, Aiden. What was the first anime you watched? I do actually know an answer for this. It is Samurai Pizza Cats. I had to be like 6 or 7. Maybe even younger. I mean, I probably saw Speed Racer and stuff as a kid, but that's the one I remembered vividly. Is the Infinus worth the price? I'd say like $30 to $40 and Infinus is worth it. They're hard to mod. Do you play Friday Night Funkin'? No, I do not. Don't look up waifu pins on Etsy unless you prefer the more non-safer ones and stuff. I think that's hilarious, actually. What would you like to see from Dart Zone and NERF in the future? NERF, I'd love to see them do a blaster that's all of their cool techie things combined. So an Infinus, Regulator, Chrono Barrel, Cam ECS, you know, day and night scope monstrosity. That'd be cool. Oh, Regulator. Did I say Regulator? Yeah, I want to have Select Fire too. It'd be cool. I like the Revoltinator shell. That's a tough one. For Dart Zone, I'd like to see a good shotgun. Thoughts on the Matrix Fire? It looks interesting. I can't wait to actually get my hands on one. Thrift stores rock. They do, in fact. Ryan's Dart Tag Eradicator Motorized Blaster. Oof. What's the best Hyperfire mod? I did a video on something called a Deleter. That's a Hyperfire. It's 2 of them. Are you excited for the Dart Zone Mark III? I'm cautiously optimistic. You should put the biggest spring you can in Nexus Pro and see how fast it fires. The Nexus Pro. I think the name is the damn thing that I'm trying to think of. The Aeon Pro is better for modding. Did you ever fix your Elite 2.0 Ronin? No, it got sent to Hasbro so they could figure out what was wrong with it and fix it, I guess. Is the Soldier 76 Pulse Blaster worth buying? You can get it for under $60. I think so. It's not better than a Percy's, but it's still technically a Percy's. Plus, it's fun. I'm excited for the Hollow Sight and Selector Switch. Hollow Sight might be good. Selector Switch only being semi and full is not great, in my opinion. So I'm a bit new to modding, but would a variable resistor used on a pusher be able to store a charge, be used to change firing speed at a full auto blaster? Yeah, you can. It's actually really easy. You could use a potentiometer as well. Is Tagback still going on? It will return, I promise. I have way too much stuff I need to do videos on. I just need to find a good setup for Tagback. The problem with Tagback is that, like, people weren't watching it, and I couldn't keep putting out videos people weren't wanting to watch. How many people have asked you if you're excited about the Dart Zone Mark III? Probably about a few dozen now, J-Ro. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming out. Favorite knockout mod? That would be Adrian's TKO, but Meeker has some really cool stuff I'm kind of interested in. What do you think of the Ultra Select? I'll let you know in my review. I have not unboxed it yet. Thank you very much, Mad Builders. What is the worst flywheel blaster? Ooh. I don't know how to answer that. Probably something from Busby. Nothing's really ringing a bell right now. Have you ever met Coop772? I have not. What foam blaster is best for $30? I'd say probably the Tomahawk 60 at that price range. I've never actually modded. It's expensive to buy the stuff in Canada. Any good springs and quick tutorials for a low price? Go to your local hardware store. For real. You probably find CPVC and springs that will work for stuff. I wouldn't go for like mag-fed stuff, but there's definitely options. Does an auto strike for the stock cage motor and wheels work without jamming? I mean, probably, but like that's going to be an awful auto strife. The old Tommy 20s. Those are actually pretty rad. What stuff would you recommend to new modders? Dremel is like one of the biggest ones. Side cutters, like hobby nippers, very important. Files are pretty good for sanding stuff out. And a hobby knife, like a good one. Do you like the Rebel mech? I have one. I've never unboxed it. Deploy worst flywheeler, no joke. I don't think that's true. I think the deploy with the flywheel kit's actually pretty rad. Good screwdrivers. I don't think you need good ones. Like screwdrivers are pennies. I'm just curious, but why do you think the Nemesis is better than the Chaos is better than the Nemesis? So the Chaos doesn't have a hopper. So the Chaos, you can actually fill like however many mags you have mags, and you never have to worry about, oh, I had my blaster pointed upwards, therefore it doesn't fire like what happens on the Nemesis, and it fires consistently. So like every single time you pull the trigger, you know you're going to get a ball coming out. The Nemesis, none of that applies. Like you could literally point the Nexus upwards and not fire because the balls aren't there. It's a gravity fed hopper. Is $22 good for 4 18-round mags? I would sell you 4 18-round mags for $22. I would never pay more than like $2 or $3 for a mag. Hobby Nipper's way more than the Dremel. Yeah, but the Dremel lets you do big things. It's kind of hard to cut let's say it's kind of hard to cut a Centurion in half with Hobby Nippers. How would you rate the Shellington fly point on a scale of 1 to 10? For fun, I'd give it probably about an 8. For practicality, I'd give it more of like a 5 to 6. Like, it's still pretty good, and it feels good to use, but it's kind of not a practical blaster. It's more of a fun blaster. Everyone gangsta till Boomco 2.0 is announced. Good one, Mega Mind. What was your first Nerf gun? The first one I remember, broski, is the Supermax 1500. Hey, dude, my brother's birthday is also today. Happy birthday. Well, happy birthday to your brother, Poopy. What is your most expensive Nerf blaster? Probably my red long shot with the auto kit installed. Do you like hot sauce? I dab. It seems like 3D printing blasters has caused old modding to start to die. This is true. I love the 3D printed stuff, but old school modding is what drew me into this hobby. So don't stop old school modding. You don't have to stop. Boxers, briefs, tidy whities, or commando? Boxers for me, Thunderdome. I can't. Briefs and tidy whities or commando just don't appeal to me. I literally have to always wear boxers. I feel weird if I don't. My brother's birthday is July 20th. Well, happy early birthday to them. I'm working on a DZP Mark II mod that will use magazines. Interesting. Or maybe one that will use hyper. Also interesting. Any suggestions for other mods? I don't really know of too many Dart Zone Pro mods, Mark II mods to be exact. Like I've seen the magazine extensions, and I think Supa was working on one that used swappable magazines, but they had to replace basically the entire grip. Other than that, like it's not a very moddable blaster in the head. A pineapple on pizza, yes or no? I like pineapple on pizza. I really do. I like a good Hawaiian. Have you ever modded to create a magazine? Modded to create a magazine. You might have to expand on that one, Ray. Thank you, Free Agent Jaeger. Will you ever have a Nerf war with Lord Drac or Coop? I have Nerfed with Lord Drac several times. He was just at Jared's Epic Blaster Battle. What is the maximum range you can get with a half-length dart? You didn't throw accurately in there, so I would say like literally hundreds of feet. The Mark II is hard to mod because the plunger tube is an oval. Yeah, but it's so good for what it is, you know? Favorite Elite 2.0 blaster besides the turbine? The flip shots 32 most likely. Favorite Nerf related to 3D print? The Lynx. Otherwise, I'm really interested in the Cage Fighter, but I also want one of those with pulsar wheels instead. Favorite Nerf gun? The Jolt. Definitely Jolt. Do you think waffle-tipped Ultra Darts could save Ultra? I haven't even tested the new Pinpoint Ultra Darts yet. I have them, and I'll open it on camera and give you my initial thoughts. But yeah, right now I don't know. Which one? M1 Barrett or Serbu BFG 50? Probably the M1. What is the difference between the Raider and the Rampage? One is direct plunger, one is not. So the Rampage is superior than the Raider. Streaming tomorrow? Yes, Shinryu, we will still be streaming tomorrow. Happy birthday, Walcom. I gotta go though. I'll watch your Nerf Select review. See you the next time. Thank you very much, Alex. Have a good one. Whiteboards really are remarkable. I mean, I have a whiteboard. Is that remarkable quote? Am I watching Kamen Rider 01 again? What's your favorite full auto blaster what is your favorite full auto blaster that is a foam dart? Kicks in door. I heard it's someone's birth miss. You know you can literally kick in my door, right? I mean, you technically can literally kick in my door. But yeah, it's my birthday. Thank you very much. Actually, I guess you didn't say anything. Well, you mentioned happy birthday earlier, so. Do you know why they stopped Rebel? I assume because it wasn't selling well, which is a shame. I usually say Zombie Strike is my favorite Nerf line. I'm switching that to Rebel. I think Rebel is a way better Nerf line. Yo, is the Adventure Force Spectrum still good? Yes, Abdullah. We're in a good place to get cheap magazines. eBay, Nerf Modders Welcome, or Buy Sell Trade, Craigslist, something, anything. I literally just heard a door like smack. I wonder. Have a good night, True Doge. Corner Fire or Spectrum? Now, see, this is the real question, Augie, and I'm going to go with Corner Fire. I'm not even joking. I love the Corner Fire. Love it. Oh, I love it so much. It's funny. I was just saying Lucha could, not kick in my door, and then I hear you downstairs. Thunk, 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 thunk. What's up, man? Is it still a crappy day? I told everybody to give you their luck and love. Yes, literally. Thank you. I'm gonna eat this on stream. You guys can't stop me. I'm freaking starving. And thank you. Oh, it's from Mana. We're in business. What? Yeah, so I ate that place yesterday, the Sunny Slope one. It's okay, but like I paid for extra meat, and this is like 3 times as much.
I haven't tried that one off. Be good?
It was really good, to be perfectly honest. Like it was legitimate. Wow, this is a lot of food. It was legitimately good. You ready for this one, chat? Money shot. There's like a whole chicken in there. There's like literally a whole chicken in here, man. My goodness. I could not be happier at the moment. Oh, Lucha says hi. I don't know if that picked up, but he said hi. Is your brain rumbling? Yeah. Exactly. Brain rumbling. If Hasbro reached out and wanted to create a Walcom S7 line of blasters, what would the color theme be? Pink and white. Pink and white. Vulcan or Hailfire? Hailfire.
Isn't about appeasing the crowd. Rather, it's about tending to the broken parts inside of ourselves.
This just became a mukbang so quickly.
Reflection of this struggle.
What if there was a 100-round Nerf drum?
Perception of self.
Almost like an AR-15 drum. A beta mag? Ray, they can't even get a 50-round drum to work, so
Thing you achieve.
I'd be worried if they tried 100 in a drum.
Rather, it is a state of mind which you constantly strive toward.
What am I eating? It's chicken teriyaki.
This all comes from an understanding
Oh.
that ideas aren't static, but fluid, like water. Be like water.
What will you do if you hit 1 million subs? Do something that gets me sent to jail. Like streak through like a stadium or something. That would be hilarious. I have nothing to add. Have some money. Well, thank you very much, hamster. I love hamsters. I miss having my hamsters. We have rats now. Arguably the superior rodent for a pet, but not as cute in my opinion. Do you like foam FPS in Roblox? It's okay. I already ate, but my Delta 8 gummy has me starving, and now you are eating. That's what I do. I just ate, and now I'm hungry again. I know, right? There's like an entire chicken here. I'm going to be eating for like an hour. No need to Uzi Hyperfire. It looks so good, though. Do you think that Elite 2.0 flip shots will be good? For modders, no. For people looking for something fun, I think they will be. What is your favorite food? Sushi. I'll bring my Nintendo Switch tomorrow. Should play Pokemon. I mean, we should. I've barely gotten out of the first area. Wife says you have no egg roll, you have no happy ending. I mean, you're not wrong, but this is enough food. Like, seriously, look at that. Look at that. So good. What do you think is NERF's worst lineup? Many of you are probably thinking Elite 2.0, duh. I honestly, NERF's worst lineup might actually be Doomlands. What 3D printer would you buy as a beginner? Ender 3. Well, the more money you spend, the easier it is. But an Ender 3 V2 is a good solid option. Thank you, Michael. We share a birthday. Well, happy birthday, Michael. Do you remember the 35 round rival drum that was leaked? Yes, I do. And it didn't come out. What do you think about the Strife prices right now? They were just on sale during Prime Day. Have you ever been to Michigan? You know, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Well, happy birthday to your dad out in the wild with Ezra. Lots of July 16th birthdays. It's kind of freaking me out. So what line would you like to see revived the most? I think you hit the nail on the head with Dart Tag there, Toothless. What does your Swift hit? Anywhere from like 240 to 270 with the Scar Barrel. Are you going to mod... Are you doing a mod for the Saturn shotgun? I do have 3D printed pieces coming for it. It'd be cool to have an 18 dart drum with demolisher missile. Oh god, that's way too much. How many seconds are there in the day? I'm too lazy to look it up. I don't know the answer to that question. And I don't have a wiretap next to me, and my hands are full right now, so... Fire Troop, I haven't gotten one yet. I'm hoping they send it to me sometime next week. I would love to get my hands on one. Scar L or AUG? I'm gonna go with the Scar. I kind of have fallen out of love with the AUG. You have the Max Striker. I don't yet. It's another thing that's supposed to be sent to me. This is true, Ezra. I am well aware of that, and I do really like Will Ferrell movies. My favorite being probably Blades of Steel. Have you gotten the double Wazi yet? I don't think so, Ogamac. What do you think about the Dart Zone Pro Mark III? Cautiously optimistic. Do you like dogs? Yeah, they're okay. I don't really technically own dogs myself, but yeah, they're pretty okay. Do you have a step? Do you like Step Brother? Oh, yes, I do. Megamind has answered the question. How are you? How's everyone at your house? Hope you're all doing well. Yeah, as far as I know, we're all doing okay. As much as you can. P90 or AUG? P90, definitely. Fixing to eat Oreo cookies and cream ice with Ghirardelli, caramel, and chocolate. Jesus. Elite 2.0 is worse because Alpha Strike is understandable, but they're trying to be cheap, but Elite 2.0 is still way worse. Yeah, you're right, Scooter. I'm sure there's many millions more, officer. Jello or pudding? That's like the hardest question I've ever asked in my entire life, because I don't really like either of them. Pudding, I guess, because pudding has more you can do with it. MP5K, MP7, or MP5? MP7. I'm disappointed with how cartoony and weird the blasters have been with both Fortnite and Roblox. Some of which, like the Scar L, could have been made really cool and still look unrealistic. I agree. What's my favorite anime? That's really hard, but I'm gonna go with right now. It's probably like Outlaw Star. Eden of the East is also up there for me. There's so many ones I really like. What's my favorite number? 39. You know, McDoyle, I don't think I've ever had a pudding shot. I'm not an underage girl. Don't read too much into that. I want the Adopt Me Bees blaster to just turn into Scout's Baby Faces blaster. I mean, kinda? You got your work cut out for you. You're talking about the stock, right? Have you played Subnautica? I have. You gotta try the Rebel Mech. It's nice. I'm sure oh, the Rebel Mech? That's the one that came with a drum, right? I had one that didn't work. Saw your post about the new shirt design. Very excited about it. Yeah, we have another one coming too, so don't worry. Thoughts on Jesus? I'm sure they're a wonderful person. I have Toothless, I have. Thoughts on the Nerf nuke? It's not real. And also, kind of dumb. But also, kind of rad. It's hard to say. Is Discord down? Will you ever give away any of your Nerf blasters? I give away so many Nerf blasters. So many. Hey dude, any cool mod ideas for the Modules Evader? Yes, Isaiah, look at my mod for the Evader. It's a really good one. What Nerf collab do you want to see next? I think they hit the nail on the head with the Splatoon ones. Boogie, favorite Mega Blaster would be the Megalodon. And then I'm asked, Ogamac asks the Villainator or Saturn. I'm going to go with the Villainator. Interesting question. Would you rather use a Shockwave or a Deploy by Kingston? Shockwave. Because it will still hit harder than... Wife says, do you need another Jigglypuff? I actually have a considerable collection of them now, but of course I always need another Jigglypuff. Best sidearm to go with a Tomahawk 60. Something that has good range, I would think, if you can hit it. Rough cut versus the takedown. I mean, I think the takedown wins, but the rough cut's still better in my opinion because it's the rough cut. What's your opinion on the Adventure Force Pro full-length darts? They're really nice, but they're full-length darts. That's the problem. Like a portal to the meat dimension. It just doesn't end. Tomahawk or Villainator? I'm going to go with the Tomahawk. Will you make the minigun from Splatoon? Yes, I will. Rough cut versus Trilogy. Well, that's the rough cut. Well, thank you very much, Ready Games. I'm having a pretty good one. So thank you. How would you rank the CS-18 Rapid Strike from 1 to 10? 6. Thank you, Mars Knife. Just chilling, eating, drinking beer. It's a pretty good night. I do believe there's rumors that my wife is going to bake a cake. Pineapple upside down cake. If that actually happens, is yet to be seen. Can you reverse the reverse plunger in the deploy? Yeah, it's really hard. Psych did that. That would be kind of cool, Toothless. Also pretty easy to make yourself. Big old piece of chicken. Would you rather use an Ultra 2 or use a Strong Arm? Ultra 2. What did you major in when in college? I mostly went for art, believe it or not. Do dart grenades have a place in the hobby? Not really. Most people won't call their hits. They're dangerous. Not really. But they're fun. What could be advice of streaming? Don't sit there and eat. Ever. It's really dumb. Is the regulator good? I think you'll have fun with it, for sure. Well, congratulations. Early birthday, Jake. Favorite ice cream flavor? Probably cookie dough. I don't know. I've had a lot of really good ones, though. How hard can front-loading a stock turret blasters be modded to possibly hit? As long as the air seal is good, pretty hard. Depends on the blaster, though, obviously. Have you ever just felt bored and wanted to fire elite darts out of a Nexus? Not really, but sure. Is the double breach a good blaster? NERF Mastodon mod in the future? I've already modded one before. But look up the Chimera Strike. Thoughts on pistachio ice cream? It's pretty good. Yeah. Favorite soda? Ginger ale. What's your favorite paint scheme on the rough cut and the strife? I think the battle camo, yeah, is pretty up there. Is $5 good for a 12-round magazine? No. I mean, if you don't have one and you wanted one, sure, but... One rough cut or 10 wardens? I'll go with 10 wardens. Chances are one of them won't break, or at least if they do break, I have 10 of them to burn through. Twin Shock or Roto Fury? I'm gonna go with the Roto Fury. Favorite Nerf line? Rebel. I'm gonna go with Rebel from now. Digging through all the blasters and find all the cool Rebel ones just made me realize how good Rebel actually was. Do you think the Hammer Shot will ever get another physical run in stores? I kind of doubt it, because it's old. But the new Fortnite blaster is pretty close. Anything I need to bring tomorrow? I'm trying to think. Maybe more of those peach rings. As for actual blasters, I don't know. I can think on it. Favorite non-elite shotgun? The Firefly. A favorite TF2 class? The Scout, probably. Welcome back, Alex. Yes, Commander, I would say it does. Have a good night, Augie. I think we're winding down now. I'm just sitting here eating at this point and answering questions, which is fun. What's the worst dart gun you've had that you've tried something new and failed? You've had that tried something new and failed. I'm drawing a blank on that at the moment. Takedown or Saturn? I prefer the Saturn. Vulcan versus X-Shot Crusher. I think the Crusher wins. Hyper Mach versus Nemesis. I think the Mach would win that one, in my opinion. What's your opinion on the X-Shot kickback? It's pretty fun, King of Darts. And WALCOM, fix the feeding issue for the 50 round. I tried. You can't really fix it. Modded Strife versus unmodified Spectrum. Strife wins every time. Do you have the Ultra Select? No. Easiest DIY brushless kit build parts. I don't know if anybody does a brushless drop-in kit anymore. Do you know why we can't get Rival or Hyper in Australia? Australia toy laws. Basically anything that fires more than not suck is considered a firearm in Australia because... yeah. Chaos versus Percy's? That's a tough one. I think the Percy's wins that, though. Oh, welcome, Alex. Have fun in there. It's a pretty chill place. Until you get banned. Will you do a review on the Ultra Select? No, I just bought it to have it. That's good. Epic Whale's good. Are you planning on having wars at your new place? Yes, but it requires a lot of work to get ready for that. All right, Commander Wolf. See you later. Thank you, Hanbin Yoon, for subscribing. Let's see, is this one of those streams where I lose like a bunch of subscribers? I am just literally sitting here eating. So if there was a stream for that to happen, it would be this one. Oh yeah. Love you, YouTube. Never change. What's your favorite Nerf shotgun? The Firefly. Anyone else remember the double sling fire mod? I believe I still have that, although it's definitely old. Uppercut or Warden? Well, the Warden technically, but the uppercut's definitely the worst. Advertising for Big Chicken tonight. This is a colossal amount of food. This is perfect. Yes, it did, Harambe. The gaming aficionado. Hey, I have... How do I make this fair? I have a Spectrum. My cousin has a 2.0 Commander. Use single darts in your Spectrum. So every single time you reload, you have to pull out the mag, put a dart into it, and put it back in. You're like a sniper. Cowboy Bebop or Outlaw Star? Outlaw Star, that's not even a question. Do you remember and miss the Vulcan? It's big, but it's not like super good or anything. It's a lot of empty plastic. What's your opinion on the Spectrum? I did a whole video on it. It's pretty good. Thoughts on the Indra? Could be good. I don't know. I have so many bolt actions that I heard that had a lot of problems when it first came out. Tiger, I think the rough cut's still more ergonomic. What is the worst Nerf gun of all time? I'm going with the uppercut. Will you make it deplorable? I have one that's almost done. I just have to finish it. Nerf Icon 2021 idea. Stormfire? Yeah. Rival Edge Jupiter or Ultra Pharaoh? I think the Ultra Pharaoh, Sean. You play Fortnite. I played the alpha test of it. I don't play it anymore. I guess the closed beta for Fortnite. Rush 40 or Dart Zone Pro Mark II? That's a hard one, because the Rush 40 is a really good little pistol. Have you had a chance to try a Venturium Arcade? I have 2 hardware kits for that, but that thing is a nightmare to print by the looks of it. What would you run at the next Nerf war you go to? A lot of things. I always bring like a dozen blasters with me. I get bored pretty easily. Why do you hate Rival? Because it's really inaccurate. Thank you, Erect. All right. I'm gonna shut things off. We've been just answering questions straight. But I want to finish my food like an animal and probably take a nap or something. I don't know. Sounds like it's my birthday. Do whatever I want. Screw it. I don't know if I'm gonna wait to do the select till tomorrow because I have a Lucha around. What time are you planning on coming over, Lucha? Early? Every other YouTuber likes Rival and they say it's accurate. That's great. I've demonstrably proven multiple times that Rival is horribly inaccurate. Horribly. After like 40 feet, the ball's just going a random direction. Like, every other YouTuber can say whatever they want, but I'm like one of the only ones that does actual range footage. Go figure, Lucha. That means he's gonna be here by like 2. Thank you very much, Duke number 1. Yeah, we'll still stream tomorrow. We should have some kind of theme for tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. I'm hoping, Paul. I'm hoping. Alrighty, everyone. I'll leave you with the rest of the song. And, I'll see you tomorrow, because I'm streaming tomorrow. We do live streams every Saturday night, starting at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I just streamed today, because it's my birthday, and I could. Because I had nothing else to do. Now that there's people around, there's all sorts of things I should be doing. But before that, it was just me on my lonesome. So, thank you very much. Love you all. I will have lots of videos coming out soon. And I know I've been saying that, but like I said, I did a bunch of work and made this super cool setup over there that you can't see because it won't focus. Okay, it won't focus, but trust me, there's a whole studio set up over there now. I'm excited for. So, have a good night. Enjoy the rest of the song. I'll talk to you later. Thank you everybody for the money and the well wishes. And we should have fun tomorrow. Take care.